All right, in this position, when he has my neck, he's holding me in a strong headlock. I use this hand to protect my neck, to ease the pressure. And when you notice, I use these two fingers. I only needed two fingers to control my opponent. I found the bridge of his nose here. I pulled back in a very sensitive area, bringing him around, controlling him with ease, bringing him into what we call a guillotine choke. I set the guillotine. If you notice, my hand I use the knife on my hand here, the blade I call it. I grip my hand. I'm in a good base. I squeeze the neck and lift. Hey guys, I'm showing a move here, a self-defense move that we use in Jiu-Jitsu. There are many headlock escapes. And this headlock escape work is very efficient, it's very powerful if it's done the correct way. And when my attacker puts me into a headlock, which is a very common attack on the street, and people get severely injured in this position because they just don't know how to get out, or they're overpowered. Their attacker overpowers them with their strength. You could weigh 20, 30, 40 pounds less than your attacker. And in this position, you need to know how to use leverage to get out. Because if I use strength on strength here, I'm going to get injured. I'm going to be hurt. And I'm not going to be able to get out of this position. The first thing I do again is base. I'm in a good base. My knees are bent. I alleviate the headlock. It's holding me tight here. I alleviate the headlock by putting pressure, using this hand to separate him. Alleviating some pressure. I'm in a good base. I use the other arm to scoop. I go underneath, scoop, and slam him to the ground. And from here, guys, I don't just walk away. I put my knee here on the belly. I use pressure. My arm is still keeping him down. His arm is free here. I could use overhand strikes. I like to strike in this position. I have the side of the head, the ear. And of course, from this position, my attacker grabbed my neck. And he was using a lot of strength, and he just grabbed my neck without throwing any punches. And you could see how he had me. He could push my head through a wall or into a car door or into anything he wanted to, or just really stretch my neck and cause a lot of damage. First thing I did, I was trying to be comfortable in that position. I was comfortable in that position. I protected my neck to alleviate some of the pressure that he was imposing on my neck with my right hand. With my left hand, I used two fingers underneath his nose bone, very sensitive area of the face, where I didn't have to use strength. I just pushed up on his nose bone, which caused so much pressure on his face and so much pain. I was able to bring him around, controlling his whole upper body and putting him into what we call a guillotine choke. Once I came around with the guillotine choke, and in real time it's going to happen a lot faster, I was able to lock the guillotine and choke my assailant unconscious. And in a street fight position, obviously we're not looking for a tap out. When you're working with your partners or your friends in the academy, you want to make sure that you don't hurt your partner and look for the tap out. But in a street fight situation, we don't look for a tap out.